Hello, real estate fans. It's Mimico's favorite realtor, and today I'm coming to you from 78 Heman here in the west side of Mimico, right off Royal York in Dwight. It's nestled down by the lake, 2nd Street School, just a listen away. And here behind me, almost 900 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, modern, updated home with all the charm and character you've been looking for here in Mimico, Toronto's favorite lakeside community. So let's stop sitting out here on the porch on this sunny day and get inside and take a look at this one-of-a-kind bungalow. Coming off that quaint little deck off the front into our massive covered front veranda. Guys, I grew up with a front veranda, and what I can tell you, beautiful little yellow flowers and sunshine cascading on the floor, these big original picture windows, but also these double hungs sitting here. Think about your afternoons, reading a book, waiting for the kids to come home from school. Think about the utility of turning this into a mudroom. Parents, I know you're gonna have strollers and wagons and groceries. Come right off that driveway. You've got all the utility here that you want at the front of this house. In fact, modern houses are trying to gain this type of space and they still can't figure it out. And that's why they say they don't make them like they used to. One of my favorite features of this property is this front porch. Love the little vignettes here. Look at this with the radio. This is where the school bags go, the bike. You do some hanging in here. It's just full of charm and character. And so, can I say it? Mimico in its own right. I adore this, and I'm gonna mention this is one of 2 mudroom setups. We also have a side family entrance that gives us a whole double closet spread with sitting area and all that stuff. So you're getting utility here you're not even seeing on these 2,000-3,000 square foot homes right here in this 3-bedroom on Heman. Let's get in there. Coming into our first of 2 family room setups. Love this. We got an oversized couch here, nice big chair. Look at how this flows into our dining space, and you'll really get a feel for it when you come in person, how we cascade into our kitchen. And the kitchen here is so special. It really is the heart of the home, as they say. Now, I'm getting these little vignette shots here. We're gonna make sure we get insert to these, but these older front windows that actually separate us from the front porch, giving us that harkening back, that early era Mimico cottagey vibe that I know you're after. That's part of the reason you've set your heart on this area and you're really getting it here. This house does not compromise. It's giving you that kind of little bit of craftsman charm that I know we all love about Mimico. Back to this space, guys. You can see lots of room for the oversized sectional. You can get a TV here, you can get a TV here. If this is where you want to watch TV, they have a huge kind of movie setup downstairs. You're gonna do what you want. I love the formality of this mixed with that real casual open concept vibe. I can just hear the little pitter patter of feet, coloring books, clinks in the kitchen, and the warm family loving vibe that a house like this is gonna bring you in spades, my friends. Look at over here, room for a huge side table, more room for storage over here. Of course, this makes a great spot for a television if that's the way you want to set it up. Room for a really good sized dining table in here. We got a round table in here right now, but look at all this space over here. Make this longer, get a 6-8 seater in here if you really like to entertain. Of course, once you see this yard, you'll be thinking all about an oversized picnic table because you're gonna be doing barbecues galore. But the feeling of this house, the depth that I get skipping through the front porch into beautiful Heman Street, seeing the little bit of light cascading room to room really gives me that vibe that I'm after, and it's just such a good setup in here. I'm gonna give you a bit of the lay of the land. We're gonna continue into that kitchen. Here we have a full bathroom. We have another full bathroom downstairs, and we go right into our kitchen, into another kind of secondary suite with a bedroom and a mudroom there, and we have 1-2 bedrooms here at the front of the house. You're not just getting that typical small 2-bedroom bungalow, you're getting the big 3-bedroom sprawler you've been waiting for. Coming into the kitchen, your heart kind of flutters in here. There's so much charm and character, and I don't mean that from like a small way. I mean that in actual, literal sense. Oh, isn't this charming? The vignettes in this house, the little tableaus, the setups. Love the pop of the wood against the white bright kitchen in here. perfectly situated. Tuck that fridge in this corner. Love how this little island butcher block piece pops, not included. Well, maybe at the right price, who knows? And I love this setup all framed in. Lots of storage up here, big sink, tons of counter space. You got that dishwasher, and it's got that same wide plank gray laminate that goes throughout. Really durable, easy to clean and maintain. Just floating shelf and a little bit of texture in the ceiling. Loving this window. These kind of squared off arches here, here, and here give us eye lines and sight lines that are special. They're framed, they have that juxtaposition that makes everything feel a little bit elevated and a little bit, dare I say, unique. A little kinfolk, if you will. Let's go back through this mudroom before I take you through and show you these bedrooms. Where are you seeing this? Huge double closets on the slider here. Move nice and fluidly. Look at room to sit. Put on those rubber wellies in the rainy days. Put on the flip-flops in those sunny days. More storage built in here in these little fold downs. Love the setup here. Love the warm kind of kickoff of this old original door here against our nice neutral flooring and our walls. Just that perfect kind of counterbalance of old and new coming together, creating such a harmony and so much warmth and character that you just can't recreate it. It's authentic, it's real, and it is definitely 78 Heman. Love the utility of this. Spots for the storage if you want. Like I said, you got room up front for the big wagons and the stroller. You could also get a stroller in here. You can see having these dual spaces for just coming in and out of the house will allow a house like this to feel so much bigger and provide you with so much more utility than you're gonna get in your average bungalow. All right, let's see some of these bedrooms. Coming into one of our 3 bedrooms here, got a double closet, room for the queen size, full side table and a dresser in here. So while it's not the hugest room you've ever seen, you're certainly getting everything in, so you're not gonna have to compromise. Nice natural light, neutral, flat ceiling, that same warm laminate makes a really good bedroom in here. Now the front bedroom, which I'm about to show you, is set up as an office, but this could also be reversed and set up as an office if that's the way you wanted it. Like I said, it's rare to have 3 in a bungalow. Coming in to room 2, you can see, guys, huge desk, 2 dressers, double storage closet here, that same warm laminate. This is what I love about this property, guys, 78 Heman. I grew up with windows like this. Of course, you got the insulation from that porch and those windows, so it's okay that these are original windows. Give you that little kind of hatching feature here and these trims. Just the element of light that comes through that different vignette, that little bit of a tableau that makes every view you have and every day you have a little bit special, a little bit more narrative based. You gotta love it. You can feel it in here. It's all about the light, the plants, the furniture, the family. It's tangible stuff. You gotta come check it out in person. And since it's on the way, let's check out this bathroom before I show you the 3rd bedroom. Nice big neutral bathroom in here, soaker tub, privacy window. I like these square tiles. Nice spot for a kind of vanity and throne. Big medicine cabinet here, lots of storage. Just great to have this. This could be a powder room because you got another full family bathroom. But to me, when you really want this almost 900 square feet to feel like it's full 900 square feet and more, this type of secondary bathroom goes a long way in making you feel like you have everything you want. Because you do. Let's keep seeing more. Coming into the biggest of our 3 bedrooms, and you wouldn't believe it, but you can get a king size on this wall because we have approximately 11 feet wide. Get that king size right underneath this window. You're at the back of the property in a great situation here. Big double closet. That's 1, 2, 3 bedrooms with 3 nice double-sized closets. You got room for a bunk bed in here, which is always a little show-offy because bunk beds take up so much space. And you still have all this ample amount of space here. The dresser, little spot to sit, toys, you get it. This is why obviously this lends itself to kind of the nursery vibe. Got a couple kids staying in here. Just shows you how much elbow room there really is to a house like this. How much charm and character and function are all coming together to make this one special family property. Keep going. The charm and character doesn't stop with that main floor, my friends. It continues all the way down here with elements like this slatted railing, these warm kind of maple vinyl floors, this awesome setup here right below this massive above grade window, bringing you that natural light, just tons of room in here. And back to this element of like, how does this house that's, you know, approximately 900 square feet have all of these things going? We've already seen an office space upstairs. We've seen that huge front room of the porch. We see this continue down here to another office space. We got another full bathroom right here, which I'm about to show you. This property seems to go on, and it continues to deliver. I think that's what's so important to note here is, wow, it really is set up in such a way that we're getting more bang for our buck. We're getting more utility and function. And it's got that really cool style that just makes me kind of feel urban and relaxed. It's the perfect down by the lake vibe, if you ask me. Spinning this around into our family room. Look at the amount of space, again, with the above grade double windows here. Nice maple flooring coming through. Set up here for toys and dressers. If you're a DJ, if you want to work from home studio kind of space, look at the elements you get down here, surrounded by that natural light. Love this type of thing, right? Because when you have a front porch like that in the backyard that I haven't even shown you, you're going to be doing a lot of reading and getting those vitamin D rays. Here, more storage, and this is where you can see we've set it up for the television. This can go this way if you want the big 100-inch screen TV, no problem. You can also set it up in there, flip the whole thing around, do a projector. It's gonna be up to you. What I'm telling you is we're getting all that 3-bedroom action upstairs, and you're getting this huge finished basement, which is so rare in these bungalows. 3 bedrooms with the finished basement and the double bathroom. You know I'm not lying. Loving this setup, like I said, little storage nook. It's the character elements that are still so kind of palatable down here, really letting me feel that cohesion between the quality of upstairs and downstairs. So often we come down the stairs and it's like, oh God, now we gotta do stuff down here. Not at 78 Heman. Here's our secondary bathroom in the basement, guys. We got the full shower, spot for the throne, another nice vanity in here. Love the classic checkerboard floor. This is in great shape. It's back in style if you're looking at the design trends, and it's just gonna last the test of time. Certainly, having 2 full family bathrooms in this house is undeniably awesome. All right. Coming out that side door right onto our side patio here. You got room for the grill, by the way. I love how this is so close to the back of the house. A lot of times with these side entrance bungalows, you got to be right in the middle of the house. Well, here it's as good as the back door and the side door, which is very rare. You all step down to a nice big terrace here for grilling and chilling, for outdoor dining, for getting your potted plants ready. And this is your view. This gorgeous, fully fenced yard. Look at the charm and character out here. Same as inside, radiating back to this oversized shed. Look at the plantings all the way around. This is gonna be easy to run and maintain, but still give you all the vibe and character you're after. My friends, it is perfect and quiet. The birds are chirping. There's literally butterflies flying around out here. The tulips are out. This is what Mimico in spring is all about. This property is ripe for a family to come and take it over and enjoy it for years and years to come. I'm feeling it, my friends. It's authentic, it's real, it's 78 Heman. I love this setup. Okay, let's go back out front for a quick second before I bring you back in, talk a little bit more about Mimico and 78 Heman. Nice siding on this, clean, really nice area between these 2 houses here, open and bright. Love that setup. If you had a really compact car, you could drive back there. Otherwise, they're using this front area as kind of a parking pad. Heman's a special street. You get these big, beautiful, mature trees. You drive up and down this side of Royal York, you'll really see this is one of the more stately streets. I really like it. And I just love the vibe of this house. There's something special about it, so unique. Makes you want to come in and never leave. Let's get in there and talk a bit more. So buyers, Mimico's on the map for a real good reason. It's that lake, it's the transit, it's those schools, those parks, this community, on all the shops and restaurants that we have. Combining the Mimico Go with the Lakeshore community, you're just not seeing anywhere else. That's that lazy, slow, down by the lake vibe with all of the access to the big city you've been looking for, not to mention the main arteries like the 427, the Gardner, and even the 407. You got it all right here, and yet at the same time, it's this quiet, down by the lake, cottage place that everyone loves to call home. Now, as far as 78 Heman goes, come on, friends. Look at that front porch, that little deck, the vignettes, all of these bedrooms, these bathrooms, this almost 900 square feet. We have 25 feet wide by 125 feet deep. You get that great side yard that flows into that oversized backyard. You really don't have to compromise with anything here. And speaking of not compromising, that finished basement, so often with bungalows in price points even higher than this, you come in, you got a main level that needs so much work, and then you go to the basement and you're hit, oh, how much work do we have to do down here now? Not at 78 Heman. You walk in, it's turnkey, it's 3 bedrooms, it has everything you want, and when you get to that basement, it's like the cherry on top. Guys, you really have to come and check this out. Dual mudroom spaces for you sports fanatics, for you parents, for you stroller drivers, whatever it may be. I can see, the odd person coming home with a kayak, someone else with canoe paddles and rollerblades and their bicycle, hanging it up on the wall. It's gonna be whatever you make it. But what I can promise you is you combine this house and this property with this location and this community, and your whole lifestyle changes for the better. Don't just take my word for it, friends. Come down here, feel this property in the flesh, and tell me you don't feel it too. For now, it is a gorgeous day. Can you believe it? I feel like I'm just gonna take a load off, sit in this rocking chair, and watch the day go by a little bit before I get back to work. You guys, you can do whatever you want. You just can't do it here any longer. So I have to invite you to, well, get out of here.